What is it like running your own Pokemon card business, or any business for that matter? I'm making a video today to talk about maybe the highs and the lows of running your own business, because I made a mistake recently where I missed out on an invoice. I posted a TikTok about it, and it means we've missed out on some product, and I've been kicking myself all day long. Now, when you make a mistake in your own business, it honestly feels like the worst thing in the world. Like, obviously it was a bit of an error, we've missed out on some products, it's not the end of the world, but it does genuinely feel like it. And it got me thinking about, we run this business part-time, we've got full-time jobs. I'm self-employed, so when I am working my full-time job and I'm running this business, it is stressful, because it literally is. I'm talking 13, 14-hour days. I'll do a 10-hour day at work, then I'll come home, I might stream, I might package orders, I might make TikToks, I might see to the website. There is a million things to do, respond to customers, look at events. Honestly, 1,000 things to be doing, and it is stressful. And that's why maybe resulted in making an error and missing an invoice, just because I've had a lot of stuff to do and trying to keep on top of it. So the point of the video today is, having your own business is genuinely the best thing in the world. I absolutely love it, but you do have to be prepared for dealing with when things go wrong, because honestly, it completely does your head in, and you can't drop stuff, and it feels like, even though things aren't that bad, it does genuinely feel like the worst thing in the world. So with all the perks that come when you're running your own business, excitement of it, you make a bit of money, it's fun, you meet people, you engage with people, it keeps you busy, it's absolutely spot on. When things do go wrong, honestly, you struggle to forget things, and you really do kick yourself for it. And that's what I've been doing all day today. So I'm going to discuss about some other things as well that you have to be prepared for when you are in your own business, specifically with trading cards in this instance. First thing is time. If you do have a full-time job and you want to do this, seriously, it seems like a dream, just sell cards, that's it, nothing else to it. Honestly, there is so much to do, it's unbelievable, especially if you want to push your business, try and be successful and really push it out there. It is so unbelievably time consuming. Keeping up to date with everything in Pokemon, I like to do that anyways, but you have to do it even more so on the ball. Dealing with customers, usually all pleasant, and responding to customers, messages, this and that. I love all that stuff, but again, takes up time. Trying to make content takes up loads of time. Not loads of time, but it takes up time. All these things add up. Packaging orders, doing live streams, trying to promote. I struggle to post on social media. I'm genuinely terrible at it, because it actually takes more time than you think. Getting the pictures and the content and the videos and all that for it is actually not as straightforward as it seems. I quite like all the posts to be half decent and not just post for the sake of it. And sometimes I do end up posting for the sake of it, just because I want our name out there and our face out there. Genuinely, I probably should post a bit more for the sake of it and try not to take the content too seriously and be too formal with it, if you like. But that is another thing, and that's probably one of the things that we are the worst at, or me personally within the business. I'm really, really bad at making content and putting it out there. I should just spam it a bit more. Packaging orders, I genuinely enjoy. I put YouTube on, I put some music on, I'll listen to a podcast or whatever, and I package orders. But when you get to an end of day's work, 10 hours, 12 hours, even an 8-hour shift, and you come home and you've got 30, 40 packages to order, then the next day you've got to deliver them, which I have to do on my lunch break at work. I take all my packages with me, then on my lunch, half hour or whatever that I take for lunch, I'm out delivering the packages to the shop, quick bite to eat, and then back to work. All these things take up time, honestly. I don't want to put people off starting a business. I think everyone should do it. If you've got the idea and you want to do it, go for it. But you do have to be prepared for all the time that it consumes, and mentally as well. Honestly, you think about it all the time. I never take my mind off it. Always thinking about how we can improve, what we've done right, what we've done wrong, how can we do this better, that better. Never stop thinking about it. Lay in bed on a night, thinking about it all the time. Then trying to balance social life, full-time work, the business, everything. It is chaotic, honestly. My life is a million miles an hour, but I wouldn't change it. I genuinely wouldn't. And it's not a video complaint. It's more like an awareness thing for people who want to do it. Maybe one person watches this and it makes them even go ahead with a business, because they do think that in their head they can crack on and deal with everything. And I'm sure a lot of people can, but you've got to be prepared for the time it takes up in your life. Absolutely. Now, the end goal for me personally with Pokevend is to do this full time. That is the absolute dream for me, to do this full time, post videos, sell trading cards, go to events, sell cards. That is the absolute ultimate goal. And I'm in this for the long run. You won't see us crying off if things get tough. We'll be here for the long run. And I do think that's another mindset you have to have as well. If you start in the first couple of weeks, you're flying, you're doing real well, then all of a sudden Pokemon goes into a massive bear market and you're struggling. We aren't going to be dipping out if the going gets tough and things go a bit west. We're here for the long run. We was in a bit of a bear market when we first started up. Packs were super cheap. Margins were super tiny. Obviously, it's different now. Margins are greater because of the demand. But it's not going to be like that forever. You've got to be prepared for when there is a bear market. You've got to be prepared to deal with not being so successful all the time. We're in this for the long run. Excuse me, and genuinely I believe I can take this full time. In the end, that is the goal. So if you do want to buy some Pokemon cards, check our website pokevend.co.uk. We sell on TikTok shop as well. Go grab some stuff, drop us a follow, subscribe across platforms and all that good stuff, and sin a bit.